Hello everyone, welcome back to Tech Wisdom. This is the second video of Homelab series. In the last video, we got Ubuntu up and running, the base is ready. Now it is time to install the most important piece of this whole series, Docker. And here is the truth. Once you learn Docker, you will never want to install applications in the old way. So today we will see what Docker is, why it is so good, and how we set it up. Plus, we will also add Portainer, a simple visual dashboard for Docker. Let's go. Before we install anything, let us first understand what Docker does. Think of your PC the normal way. You install 10 applications, each application drops files here and files there. Application A may need one version of some tool, application B may need a different version of the same tool. They fight, things break, and if you want to remove one application, you can never fully clean it up. Docker solves this in a very smart way. It puts every application inside its own box. We call this box a container. A container has everything the application needs to run, its own files, its own settings, its own small tools. Nothing leaks out, nothing mix-ups. If you want a new application, just put its container and start it. Want to remove it? Just delete the container. No mess, no leftover. Every application we install will live inside a container, and that's how modern home labs and applications are built. Once you try it, you will not want to go back. One more small word, image. An image is a blueprint. A container is running copy of that blueprint. You pull an image once and you can run many containers from it. Now let's install Docker. We will install directly from Docker's official website. That version is always newer and more stable, especially for home lab use. Head to the install section of Docker's doc page. You will find the prerequisites listed there, including which Ubuntu version you need. If you're not sure which version you have, just go to settings, then about, and Ubuntu will show you the version. If you have an older version of Docker installed, clean it up first. Run this command to remove any conflicting packages. There are two ways to install Docker. First is Docker Desktop. Second is with terminal with apt command. We are going with the terminal method. Copy and run the apt repository setup commands. These do three things. First, they add a few small tools that setup needs. Second, they add a Docker signing key which tells your system that the files are safe. Third, they add a Docker repository to Ubuntu package list. Now update the package list and install Docker. Two quick setup steps. First, add your user to the Docker group. This way you don't need to type sudo every time. Second, tell Ubuntu to start Docker on every boot. You can also check if Docker is running, and if it is not, you can start with these commands. Now, time for the classic test. Let's run a tiny hello world container. If you see message starting with the hello from Docker, then everything is working. One more thing we installed just now is called Docker Compose plugin. This gives us a new command, Docker Compose. So why do we use Docker Compose? A full Docker run command can be very long. It may have 10 or 20 options, and typing all of these options for every time is painful and easy to mess up. Docker Compose fixes this. You write all your options or your commands in one simple text file. We call this file Docker Compose file, and then you start the application. The Compose read the files and does all the work for you. Every app in this series will come with a small Compose file. They are easy to read, easy to edit, and easy to share with anyone. We will use Docker Compose while deploying applications in the future. Now let's talk about Portainer. Docker is great, but it lives fully in the terminal, and sometimes you just want to see things, graphical user interface. You want to check what is running at a one glance. You don't need to type commands for that. You need a visual dashboard. And Portainer is exactly that. It's a web dashboard for Docker. Inside your browser, you can see all the running containers, read their logs, watch CPU and memory use, and even deploy new application with few clicks. And the best part is Portainer itself a Docker container. Okay, we did talk about Docker Compose, but for Portainer, we will deploy it from terminal. First, make a data volume where Portainer can save its files. Then run the Portainer container. Quick note on options. Dash D means run it in a background. Dash dash names gives a container a nice name. Dash dash restart always means it will be restarted every reboot. Dash P9443 means the Docker will run on 9443 port. And dash V flags attach a data volume and a Docker socket. Once it's deployed and it is showing healthy, you can open a web browser, put your server IP colon 9443. If you are using same machine, you can also use localhost instead of IP. You will see Portainer setup screen. Create an admin username and a strong password. Then choose a local Docker environment and you are in. You will see local environment listed there, and this is the Docker setup on your own machine. We will connect to it, and if you look closely, you can already see two containers in there. One is a hello world test container and the other is Portainer itself. Both are sitting right there ready to go. Okay, let's do a quick tour of Portainer. On the left side, you will see sections like containers, images, volumes, network, and stacks. Click containers, you will see Portainer itself in the list, fully running. Click the names, you will get a nice detailed page, log, status, console access, everything in one place. Click images. This is the list of all the blueprints or the images you have pulled so far. Click volumes. This is your container data is safe even if the container itself is removed. Click stacks. This is where Docker Compose lives inside a container. You can paste a compose file here, hit deploy, and your application will be running in a few seconds. From now on, you can manage everything from the terminal, from Portainer, or from both. I will show both the ways across the cities. You pick the one you enjoy more. And that is it for this video. Docker is installed, the Hello World test passed, Portainer is live, your Homelab engine is ready. In the next video, we will start deploying real application. First up, Jellyfin, your own media server at home. If this video helped you a little bit, please hit like and subscribe. It helps the channel grow. Thanks for watching, take care, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you.